Hey, it's Doug Deanna here with a sneak preview of my $100 million copywriting formula swipe file. Over the past 30 years, my direct mail and email promotions have generated over $100 million in subscription revenues. And this volume 1 features 10 of my favorite promotions. The same one I use to coach my copywriting students on my $1 million copywriting formula. Each one has been handpicked by me to give you a bank of winning headlines, leads, transitions, and arguments that you can use to turn to whenever you need inspiration for your next piece. And they include the Great Retirement Betrayal. This was my first Grand Slam promotion, written like a grandfather whose only goal is to help make sure you don't get ripped off and grow rich in retirement. When you read it, you'll see how you too can add this same kind of friendly tone to your sales letters, landing pages, and webinars. Next up, we'll take a look at One Nation Under China. This is one of my best examples of using the Trojan Horse. Written like a highly charged news article, it slowly walks you down the order form using a combination of fear and greed. It's one of my best examples of using the news hook to move your readers to do a swan dive to the order form. Next up, you'll find, Tap the Hidden Wealth Inside Your Paycheck. This was written and targeted at regular, everyday people who are trying to get ahead in life and just don't know how. And you'll read how I speak to them in a friend to a friend from a friend tone. This launch package beat a well-known writer's efforts and was money for me for 2 years. Next up is the one stock that'll make you a marijuana millionaire. This is one of the best examples I have of using a single stock story to sell a subscription to an investment newsletter. And the big takeaway here is how I use undeniable proof to make the case for owning this incredible stock. Another 2-year control. You'll also receive a copy of The New Science of Getting What You Want. This was a self-promotion for a book I authored 15 years ago. And in it, you'll read how I use my credibility, track record, and the dream of achieving success to walk the reader to the order form. And you'll also see how I integrate a no-risk money-back guarantee throughout. Next up, I've also included the Fast Money 2020 $1 million giveaway. This is a transcript for a highly successful 2-person VSL webinar. And you'll see how I use a conversational back and forth style to keep viewers engaged and learning the secret trading strategy that'll make them rich. My next one is another big winner from the past that I absolutely loved and made a lot of money. Oil Bomb to Blindside US Investors, one of my favorites. Reason, it uses my famous either or news approach to bring readers in on both sides of the argument. Prospects read every last word to find out to see if they're right. This was a 3-year control using various headlines and was converted to a highly successful VSL. Next up, you'll find another great one using that same theme. Master Key to Marijuana Profits. This relaunched a struggling publication to incredible success. The key to success was taking a macroeconomic view and then drilling down to the individual stock picks. You'll also get a copy of another one of my favorite summit conferences. This is called the Lightning Fast Profit Summit. It's a transcript for a highly successful trading service, VSL. Here you'll see one of my biggest secrets at work, how explaining how the trading mechanism works to prove to readers how this system will make them money. So powerful, you may forget. This is a sample and subscribe. Finally, you'll see one of my top picks that I absolutely love. It was a 10-year control, which was the Retirement Club. It used this simple Evite for over a decade to get people to subscribe and come in on this order page. Individually, throughout all of these 10 promotions, you'll see firsthand how I use my $1 million copywriting formula for grabbing readers by the throat. You'll see how I use subheads and bullet points to keep their interest throughout each promotion. You'll see how I drop cookies throughout each piece to build their desire, and how I close sale after sale with time-proven calls to action that work. Together, you'll find dozens of headline, subheadline, landing page, and call to action ideas and offers you can use to keep your copywriting strategies fresh and engaging. And my hope is that you can use this structure and format of my winning promotions as a step-by-step guide for writing your next big winning email landing page or VSL. Valued at $1,500 for this collection, I will be releasing a limited number of my volume discount samples for 75% off. Why the discount? To celebrate the rapid growth of my following on Twitter from 200 to over 11,000, all using the copywriting response boosting techniques you'll find in these samples. And when you discover that each one is packed with 30 years of copywriting knowledge, I'm sure you'll agree it's a steal of a deal. Enjoy. Click the link to add this to your